Hi, this is Auntie Babs here. I'm going to review some masks. Lots of fires as you have kept up these days here in California, and I'm just going to talk about as a person who's here for the fires, as well as my years as a nurse, and I have collected a few of these masks, and I'm seeing them on the street, so I just want to mention some of my feelings and thoughts about these masks. First on the line is this surgical mask. I see it a lot in airports and on the streets. Great to wear if you're coughing or if you're in a waiting room or airport or where there's a lot of people and you suspect that there might be the flu going around. So many hospitals will recommend that you please cover your mouth and cough, and that's basically what this does. This is a surgical mask. You wear it over your ears. There's a metal tab that forms over your nose, and the whole idea about this is that it really emphasizes your eyes. You notice when I breathe in and when I exhale out, it's a two-way filtration, so that I'm actually covering my mouth to protect, say in surgery, the patient from any of my germs or viruses that I might have or might not have, not aware of it, as well as it blocks out any of the bacteria or viruses, large particles, we say, from entering our lungs. So that's what this mask does. Not really effective out in the smoke that we are experiencing. You can still smell the smoke. Smoke is a vapor, a gas, shall we say. And so it doesn't do a great job of protecting you and your lungs and your body. Just to remember when you're out there in the smoke, my dears, that the overall oxygen quality is so low that working outside without any protection really puts you at risk if you have any kind of cardiac problems, because your heart needs all that oxygen, that muscle to work. I'm going to show you another mask. This is called the N95. It does a little better job of filtering out small particles like viruses. We'll wear them in someone's house if you're a field nurse, if we suspect that they have tuberculosis. So again, it protects against droplets and viruses. So the thing about this mask, as a professional, we are fit for them. They don't come one size fits all. You got your large, your medium, and small. And interestingly, a story to tell about that is small means small man. So my face is, as you can see, I'm Caucasian. The Asian part of Caucasian are my cheekbones. They're pretty flat. So I don't get a very good seal with this. And even though this is it's the smallest that there is, I can't move my jaw to tell somebody in an emergency that I am here, I'm going to save you, because it breaks the seal. So this mask also comes with a plastic one-way valve so that you can exhale out a little more effectively. As you know, our lungs, and maybe you don't know, our lungs also, besides exhaling out CO2, also exhales out water. So these things get very wet. And I did a little research. The CDC and some other science behind this states that even though it does get wet, it's still effective. And you can wear these masks, I would say 1 to 2 hours, but some of the studies show up to 8 hours. You can wear it continuously, and it's still effective even after 11 days. But notice that it is paper. You don't want to stick this mask after you've worn it in a plastic bag, because it will breed fungus and other kinds of bacteria like that. So very quickly, when you put this mask on, you want to put the elastic piece that's on the bottom of the mask, this is the nose, you want to put that over your head first, and then take the second elastic and put it over your head. Pinch this shut, and you should be able to tell whether or not you've got a good seal. If you can smell the smoke, you don't have a good seal. It will, it's for the fire purposes anyway, it's great for filtering out ash and large particles. So a fit test, simply, if you have a mask that's too big and hangs under your chin like that one did right there, it's not a good fit. Here's another flimsy mask. It's a paper mask, but it's good for filtering out large particles. It has a little metal tab for the nose, and it's got a funky elastic plastic fantastic thing here that's too stretched out. But the upshot is I see these on the streets, and again, it's pretty much for large dust particles, this is fine if you're sanding or working like that. But again, I have gone out just quickly and have held this to my mouth just to get it in and out of the car, and it does a fine job. My mother used to tell us stories when we were a kid, bedtime stories. Let's talk about the war. Yeah, that's what she liked to do. And the Nazis came and dropped the gas, and what did they do? They grabbed a wet rag and put it over their mouth and nose and breathed through that. And in a pinch, if you don't have any of these things, you can certainly get a wet rag. This is my favorite baby. This is a 6,000 NIOSH. It looks really good on. You can hardly hear anybody talk. But the very nice thing about this, it is reusable, it's cleanable, it's very conforming to the face, and it makes a great seal. So, okay, I just got a joke there, but we don't want to go there. The upshot is that the 6,000, do go onto the 3M website and check it out. It filters out all kinds of vapors. So if it can filter out a vapor, it could also filter out virus and more specifically fungus. And that's what we're concerned about with the valley fever, is with these fires, if they are releasing spores into the air in the valley. And those people who are, whether you're immune compromised or not, that is of concern. So kids, elderly, anybody, get a mask and wear it with pride. I want to talk a little bit more about this mask. When you put it on, this piece goes over first, over the head, and then this latches onto the back. And you can tell if you've got a good seal. One, you can't smell any gas. You can't smell any smoke. And it's cool. You can work with it. I walk my dog with it, but still, even though I'm hiking uphill, I was very tired because, again, the amount of oxygen that's in the ambient surrounding air is compromised because of the fire. Now you fit this on, you got a good seal. If you can cover up the filters right here, which are removable, by the way, you can change them out if they get really dirty and gross. This thing collapses, you've got a good seal. So for those of us with different kind of facial bone structure, I like